Hi there, Cameron. Thanks so much for speaking with us today on Chester Lives. Have you met Cameron from Moules, Gogo? You're obviously a neighbour of ours in Cupping Street, so really, really good to see you.
No, good to see you too, guys. I'm excited.
Good, good. Tell me, Cameron, I know this is well before your time. You've been a family business in Chester for a long time, I think since 99, is it?
99, yeah, 21 years nearly.
Yeah, and how did the idea of Moules come about?
Well, I think way back when my dad and his business partner were starting, we were looking at a couple of different concepts that were kind of getting a little bit popular, and one of them was a little restaurant called Belgo, which had a few sites down in London, and we just kind of thought, well, at the time, Chester was kind of a hop off the train from London. A lot of Londony things kind of came up here and worked, and so we thought, well, I say we thought, my dad and his business partner thought that might kind of catch. So Moules Go was kind of born out of a trip down to France and Belgium, and I believe there was a restaurant in Belgium. I can't remember the name, but it was something along the lines of France de la Gogo or something. And they
Wow.
just kind of thought, oh, do you know what? We could just specialize in mussels, because they were really good with their mussels. And so as a result, my dad anyway, came back up here and decided to open Moules Go. And we've done very well out of Chester. It's been a long time, and obviously, yeah, I've earned myself a living out of it. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lovely, it's a lovely family story, and lovely to hear how that's kind of evolved. I must say, your mussels do taste very, very different
Mm.
to mussels that you have in any other restaurant. Some of
Yeah.
that must be in the cooking, but some in the sourcing too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like obviously specializing in such like a bespoke kind of product, it's something that we can only get from two different suppliers, and that's pretty much it in the UK. So you have to obviously have a certain sense of responsibility with who you're buying your mussels off as well, because they've got to be high quality if it's your singular product that you're kind of pushing, especially in the names above the door. I mean, it does kind of bite on the arse at times, just because it then, it being a finite resource, when, mussel farms can't get the mussels, then all of a sudden we just kind of become a little bit obsolete. Just because people will be running through the door and going, where's the mussels? And we'd be like, oh, sorry, we're out of mussels. But I mean, literally, our mussels are as fresh as you're going to get them from anywhere. I mean, literally, we have like a 48-hour policy off the beach. So as soon as it gets past that, we're literally just throwing them away. Just because we don't tend to throw a lot of mussels away. It will only be like kind of on the Sundays or late in the week. But generally speaking, we'll take a couple of 100 kilos a week, and it'll be sorted. We're pretty good at ordering now. I've done it for 21 years, but yeah. And then all the sauces that they are kind of a couple of classics, and then obviously your mariniere, like that is kind of staple where everyone kind of knows it. I mean, we've always done our mariniere the Belgian style, which is a little bit confusing for people who've had mussels in France. But with regard to the mussels, like we try and change things up. A lot of the Asian style sauces are really popular now. Like kimchi is just like so popular now. Like literally,
I love that one.
yeah, the kimchi one's really good. It's got a nice bit of heat to it, but it's not like overpowering. So yeah, there's that, and then we've got a Thai green one, which has been there for a while, actually. I mean, I remember the first time I had mussels, I had the Thai ones. My dad told me, he was like, go to Moules, have some Thai mussels, Thai green mussels. So yeah, they're obviously very popular. And we've got the blue cheese as well, like literally blue cheese. People like cheese, so it's very popular. But we do it the French style mariniere as well, which is our classic, basically. But yeah, so we've got quite a few different sauces, and we like to change it up most of the year. Obviously keep the chefs on their toes as well. So it's nice. It's good. It's good.
It certainly is. I mean, I love what you do with sustainability, and you have a picture, I think, on your wall, which I find really interesting, that the River Dee is the only one of the only places, is that right, in the whole
Yes,
of the UK?
so riverbed mussels, which are not what we're actually selling here, but
No, I know.
it was born out of the fact that basically the Chester Zoo were changing all their signage, and a lady across the road, Paula, who runs a little B&B, Grosvenor Place, she basically said to us, oh, I'm buying all these signs for the wall because they look great, and they, a bit of history, and we've got like literally one of the best zoos in the world right on our doorstep. So it is quite cool that they were getting rid of all their signs and they were just putting them on eBay for charity. So when a mussel esque one came up, but we were just like, oh, well, play as well. She told us about it. So yeah, so I picked it up for, I don't know, it wasn't that expensive, but they give us a little certification, official certificate saying basically, this is an official part of the zoo, and thank you very much for buying it and all that. But it essentially just it educates a couple of the customers who'll be sat there, just telling them about how it's a very sustainable food source and how it cleans up the oceans as well. That's the other thing that they're really good for. They're filtering the way they feed, and that essentially cleans up all the oceans. And it's a really good product to be farming heavily, because like I say, there's no waste, and they're very sustainable, like you say. But yeah, the one on the wall, it does actually say that the riverbed mussels are slightly endangered, which is a little bit kind of contradictory of us selling them. But I have to just say to the customers, that's not what you're eating.
But it's a different type of mussel. Yes, I know.
It's a different type of mussel.
I still thought it was a really interesting fact about Chester, though. Yeah.
It is like the River Dee having its own little mussel, beds, and obviously no one's farming them, but they're still like a bit of wildlife that's kind of native to Chester, so it kind of fits the business, But yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, great, thank you. And it's been a long, what has it been, 9 weeks that we've been pretty much locked down, I think now, or 10 weeks.
Feels like years.
It feels like 10 years. But you're really back with a bang now, aren't you? So you're open for business.
We are, yes. So we basically, it's 3 weeks ago now, we started doing our takeout, our Moules to Gogo, which is essentially a takeout service which is collection based to begin with, and we've put ourselves a nice little web shop which you can go on to. It's very high tech. It took us a long time to do, and it's we don't have any kind of web guys or like marketing team or anything like that. It's literally just me, my dad, and my brother, and the rest of the staff.
That is really impressive, because it's so user friendly.
Yeah, well, I mean, it took a long time, so thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, like trying to get it all to work and trying to get it, the trial and error, and going through all these frequently asked questions and asking friends to just go through it, see how the process works and stuff like that. But yeah, so we've made our little shop online which you can go and order your food through, and then we do collection based from 5 till 9 o'clock on the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday each week. The only, obviously, contributing factor is the mussel farms trying to stay open just for us. Because, like I say, I mean, if we're the only ones that are selling mussels in the Northwest, then it is a bit of an ask to get them to kind of take all their staff off furlough just to kind of supply to us. But they've been very good to us, and they've been loyal, as we've been loyal to them for 20 odd years. So. But it's going really well. I mean, literally, this is our 4th week doing it now. 4th week, Thursday. So get our orders in, and then we've obviously got our drink sales, which I've had to sort out this week as well, which is great. So we're back on for that too.
And the drinks, I mean, the food's delicious, we all know that, but I love the drinks. I love the concept of what you did with the drinks, so I'm very pleased that's back too, Cameron.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was very popular. I mean, obviously we've had all this gorgeous weather, so as a result, it's been really, really nice sale to just go, well, I've got loads of frozen pina coladas and frozen daiquiris here, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were doing very well out of that drink sales. I mean, really, I was quite surprised how keen people were, but then you're not surprised at the same time, because people have been stuck in that long, and there's only so much you can do at home to recreate going out and having a drink and enjoying a drink. And there's always something, a lot of people say to you like, oh my God, it's nice having your own bar, you get to just go and grab yourself a drink, but it's just not like that at all. Like if you're served a drink, if you have your own bar, for me personally, it makes me want to be served a drink more, if you get what I mean. Like I really appreciate just having a drink handed to me that's fully made, ready to go. And obviously putting money into the local area, and supporting local businesses. So yeah, when we opened for the frozen cocktails, it was mad. It really was quite busy. Obviously now we've had more guidelines and more kind of conversations with the local authorities and stuff, then we're better equipped. Initially, a lot of businesses were a little bit confused as to how they were supposed to open with takeaway and stuff like that, because we've never thought takeaway is a huge kind of option for us. I mean, we've done delivery in the past, but with the 35 or 30% cut that they take, it's never been a money maker for us. We've just done it as a service to our customers and just basically not lost money, but pretty much broken even on it. But now, obviously, that is the future in itself. So yeah, like I say, we've basically had a nice, good conversation with the police and the council, and we know exactly how we're supposed to operate due, with all the COVID laws and this, that, and the other, the way things kind of work now. Because I mean, a lot of takeaways have done this kind of business since day one anyway, so it's new to us, but we're all sorted.
Well, it doesn't look like it's new. It looks like, you're like a hand in glove. It's good to have you back,
Thank
Cameron.
you.
And I also can't wait till the doors are open and we can come back to more.
Yeah, nor can we. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're absolutely, like, we're gassing to get open. I mean, it's just, initially, I think a lot of restaurants, I mean, I don't speak for everyone, but certainly us, it was quite nice in a sense to have a little bit of a break off. Once obviously everyone's like kind of, closed and we're all in the same boat. As soon as you kind of have a week off work, I always say that, everyone must do at least a year's service in the hospitality industry, because it's an extremely hard industry to work in. And long hours and, very, very little breaks and stuff like that. So I think a lot of restaurants having a little gap to just basically kind of go, oh, right, well, everyone's in the same boat, let's just have a chill, has been quite nice for a lot of people. But obviously, the financial ramifications involved has crippled a lot of businesses. And there are a lot of places that will shut because of this, sadly, which is obviously awful, absolutely terrible. But like I say, we're back open. We're ready to go as soon as they give us the green light. Anyway.
Great. Well, we can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much, Cameron, for taking the time today. I know you're very busy, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
No worries. Nice to have a chat.
Yeah, you too. Right. Take care, Cameron.
Thanks very much. Bye.